All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
It's me, Mario. Okie dokie.
Okay, so this is Star Revenge 4.5, another open world hack, and it's a remake of Star Revenge 4 that you have just seen here. So it's basically the same levels, just changed a bit. And it looks much better in my opinion.
Here we go.
So it's kinda sad that CB can't commentate right now because he knows much more about this game than me. But I'll try my best.
I may also try my best to commentate with Mui because I've also played the game casually 100%. So I'll be there to give him some basic overview about the levels and the game overall.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna experience some lag at some points because my PC is pretty bad. I can't fix that. But I got surprisingly few lag there. Oh, CB is doing the secrets in Coast 3 first.
This one looks fine to me, Mui, so it's kinda good on my end.
Yeah.
So as you can already tell, this game is a remake of SO4 or SO4, the Kingdom Takeover, and it has some particular similarities to the original, but the whole concept just like I said, has some. It's quite identical, but there's some new ideas within the design. The graphics looks different, more colorful, and of course there's more memes in this one, which is why hence the term rewritten.
Oh yeah, what I want to mention is that you always spawn outside of the level after you collect a star. So you aren't able to keep your coins, so you have to do the coin stars in one go. And also there are only 80 coins in this game instead of 100 for a star, so that's a lot less.
Yeah, unlike SO4, because SO 4.5 is more linear to the open world system, but it's much more open world because you're gonna stay to another area. So whenever you die or whenever you get a star, you end up to an area which each level looks the same. So compared to the original, you don't get sent back to the previous level when you die and you lose all your progress with the coins. So it makes it more easy, yeah, as it looks.
But yeah, it's much less stressful in my opinion, because if you're doing all the stars of a level while collecting coins and then die at the very end, it's very bad.
And of course, you have the Peach's Castle, which becomes the main hub for the game. You can go to the castle where you have some paintings that lead to some of the main courses. It's used as a shortcut, but it makes it more accessible because it's much faster rather than going to each area. But it saves more time.
Yeah, but you need a certain amount of stars or a key to access some levels. So you can do that from the beginning.
Yeah, to play so many routes, it's more necessary to get to the cast. So for most categories.
Okay, so now you'll see me enter the red pipe. That sends you to the previous level. And I do that in order to enter course 5 through a different entrance, which is closer to the star I'm gonna collect here. Oh yeah, NCB already mentioned this in chat, but I'm gonna collect the Troll Star in course 5 now because it opens the cannon in course 4. For some reason.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how a trousseau could possibly break an object to make it more accessible. And when I heard that a trousseau might open the cannon without having to talk to the cannon bottom, that's a weird thing. I think hacking the game will make it more some kinds of secondary effects. But that's why it makes the game more glorious.
Oh, that long jump I did right there was not intended, by the way. You're supposed to go around the mountain.
So as you can see, it is course 4. This one is much linear, more delightful. It has more areas to access. I mean, more ways, and also the lighthouse ride is more shorter than the original.
So here comes a cool strat. We're gonna use the bouncer here, which gives us a lot of momentum, and we can keep that by doing a triple jump and a slide kick. But I didn't get the slide kick. It looks really cool in my opinion.
Yeah, using the bounce springs makes it more easier because you gain more speed. I also had a hard time to pull off those speed slide kick rather than doing speed kicks.
Yeah.
I found it like it's more easier than speed kicks because I had a hard time to pull out a couple inputs, make it more neutral. Also, people find it more easier, but I never figured this out at the moment.
Coming up is the first cap switch level. And you can only enter that when star 4 is selected in this level. And this cap switch activates the boxes with the Koopa shells.
The reason there's a springboard is that it's like that you can skip all your way to the side of the level, rather than just making your way normally. It makes it more easier to save some time. Anyways, this here is a bonus stage for the cannon bomb switch, I believe.
No, it's the Cooper shell.
Yeah, the Cooper shell. That's the reason I don't really want any much about this game. I remember what they are. You have a reference to SR8 because this game was released after SR8 was out.
Here we go! Hey, go!
So yeah, we're taking the shell here to collect the 80 coins because moving with the shell is much faster. You can collect the coins normally, but that's really slow. So we don't want to do that.
Here we go! Here we go!
Okay, and here comes the star with the cannon, which we opened by collecting the troll star before. We won't be able to open the cannon here because you have to press a switch to open the cannon, because the switch spawns the boxes with the cannonball bombs in them, and that switch level is hidden in course 8, so it's pretty late in the hack, so there's normally a lot of backtracking involved. Even though this run uses a lot of backtracking. But that would be even more without the troll star opening the cannon. And I missed the cannon shot.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, sorry, Marv, it's in course 9, you're right. I was mixing up the numbers.
Actually, I think I never found the cannon button in course 9 in the factory stage. I know there was a box, but I forget where I'm supposed to find the stage for the switch. So I just found my way out by skipping it.
Oh, it's in the same spot as in Star Range 4 actually. So you have to enter course 9 from course 3 and there's the cannon bomb. You will end up in the cage like in Star Range 4. So here comes the first boss level, but we don't need key 1 in this game either. So we're just gonna collect the reds here and then exit.
So as you can see, both versions are totally different. This one looks okay, but I'm not really confident about the idea about those invisible floors, but you can see the reflection, but it makes it more easier what you're supposed to do. In the older version, you can barely see those paths, but here it makes it more easier to see.
Yeah, because they are flashing more often.
Yeah. And of course the flashing makes it more difficult. Which I really didn't, which is why we didn't like in the other one, because here you have to take your time to see those flashing every second.
So yeah, I'm definitely... Oh shit. I missed the jump. I was about to say I want to kill the Snuffle this time.
RIP.
So he can snipe me again. Well, that's fine. I tend to have a hard time with this level.
It's like Bowser is like one star ahead of you, but it's going good. Don't lose faith yet, Mui.
Oh yeah, CB already got cost 3 mini stars. That takes a bit. This party is really scary, because you can't really see the floor that well.
At first it gets really confusing because you like focusing on those paths below and from here, which I had a hard time to figure out without messing up traces into this path. My first time I came here all the way to the end, I died before I got the chance to survive.
So yeah, I just killed myself there because we don't need key 1. And you spawn in course 5 if you die there. Because you're normally supposed to enter that level through course 5, through that door. But it's faster to do that through the castle. I'm not quite sure what wall I just hit there.
Here we go!
So meanwhile, CB is still ahead. He's gonna hinge his way up to course 3, Crystal Lake, and then finally he comes to do the skip in Bowser 1.
Yeah, our routes will be the same after I get course 3 mini stars, I think. Even though he changed the route in course 12 a bit right before. And I'm not doing that, what he's doing there.
해고! 해고!
So as you can see, course 3 is more shorter because in the original, the level was so huge because the lake is divided into two sides. But here you have so much ways to get everywhere. But at least you can get by the sides using the shell. But it's more required to have the shell once you have opened the switch.
So you might see me using some weird camera angles here. But that's only because I want to reduce the lag as much as possible.
Here we go! 해고!
Those numbers for the bets. Go bring in another pin number. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe you fell down.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. It's pretty easy. And you should always have enough speed to make it over the gap. I really don't know. I'm gonna play it safe now. Because I'm already 2 stars behind.
Four stars to be exact. He's He's already got 22.
Oh, he has 80 coins already? Okay.
Yeah. He's got the waterfall done now. Go ahead, CB, because he has the smooth move, like usual.
CB is always doing surprisingly well in races. I have no idea what it is that he's so good in races. I can hear music in the background.
Yeah, because I was on in the living room,
Okay.
which defeats the purpose of co-commentate. I should have used my laptop on my bedroom. It should have a lot. I should be right back. Sorry for the disturbance around my back. Should not have happened.
Oh, CB has already done key 1 skip. But yeah, I'll be there in a short time so I can explain it a bit more. Even though Infinite Void explained it already in Star Revenge 4, because it basically works the same way. What's happening? Crash, are you there? Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is Q1 skip. It's the same as in Star Revenge 4, so you wanna kill yourself and enter the loading zone. Pretty much at the same time. So you die in course 9 and then spawn at the normal entrance of course 9. Because you're normally not supposed to enter course 9 from here. There's only the Cannonball Bomb after this entrance here. Just like that.
해고
The bomb pushes you through the loading zone, and then you die in course 9.
해고
Okay, next we have the blue switch palace. And that switch activates the boxes with the cannonball bombs in them. It also has really good music. Okay, so right here there's a long jump you can make to skip a good amount of the level, found by Infinite Void. It's kind of surprising how long it took for that long jump to be found, because it's quite obvious, to be honest, but no one found it. So yeah, now we just gotta collect the rest of the mini stars. And then we are out of here. Oh yeah, one thing you wanna know is if you enter the cannon with Lucky to Cam activated, the camera will all glitch out because this hack uses parallel Lucky to Cam.
해고
Oh, and I think I haven't mentioned that you only need to collect 6 of the 8 reds in each level, except Bowser levels. There you still need all 8 reds. And I'm not quite sure, but that might also be true for secret levels.
Here we go 해고
Oh, CB died in the toxic area. That's really unfortunate, but also really easy to die there. Oh, that angle was really bad, but it barely worked.
해고.
Okay, so you wanna spin the heart there, or the mushroom, as fast as possible, so it can give you as much health as possible. And with that, you can get the star, and you're almost guaranteed to have 1 health left, so it's pretty risky to do everything here in one go, but it works.
Okay, I'm back from away from the disturbance from the music because my sister was singing.
Yeah, welcome
So,
back.
so I'm in my bedroom right next to the living room. So I'm just using my laptop. So you should be clever.
I want you to tell her that we could hear her singing on stream, and then you should take a photo and send it to me. I want to see that. Or was she aware of that? Oh, by the way, the Vanish Cap boxes don't respawn, so you only have 1 try for each one of that. And on the second Vanish Cap run, you wanna collect some coins, and it can get really close to make it to the roof sometimes. But it went really well there.
Well, thanks to that vanish cap, it makes it more easier because it's more faster rather than talking to the cannonball bomb. You know, opening the cannon.
해고.
Oh, right here there is an arch wall kick you can do to skip a good amount of walking around the level. If I can get it. It's really hard to do that with that camera because you have to guess when you're gonna hit the wall. You can't really see that. Alright, got it.
It's not that much of an art trick. That you just have to get used and figure out what you're supposed to do, because hard wall kicks and crossovers are, you know, more or less useful in easy rum hacks. You see a lot of those for hard rum hacks. But he's still ahead in course 8, course 10.
I'm heading to course 10 now.
I guess they actually had the same route for this category, but they're just like following each other. They're just neck and neck, which is why Bowser has the upper hand.
Yeah, I died quite a lot earlier, that's why I'm so far behind.
But knowing CB has more advantage because he knows a lot of strats. He has so much more fast movement.
Yeah, CB's movement in general is really good. Much better than my movement in my opinion.
So while you're on this course, I might actually talk about course 10. As you can see, this level is a mashup of Redone 2.0 course 8, because in SO4, course 10 also has the same layout as in Redone, the same as the level. This has some similarities, but it has some new stuff for the design. So, which is why it looks more different. As you can see, it looks like a desert level, but on the other side you have a town.
Yeah, we haven't been to the Redone 2.0 part yet, but you're gonna see that soon. Well, I guess you've seen that on CB's screen.
Yeah, a little late.
Dude, that fly guy. Don't tell me I'm gonna die here to an amp or something.
Oh, don't die yet.
Okay. That was the first time that fly guy hit me on the elevator. I had no idea that's possible.
How did Bowser get so far high so quickly? Well, with a lot of determination and finding more form of rallying, because he spent so much time on doing some single stuff speedrun. Given more time and finding which which is the best way to maneuver with some couple moves.
Here we go!
Game like this being so linear, you might have a choice to find it more pretty easy.
해고!
Oh, by the way, the warp I used right there is in the same spot as the vanish cap, the warp to the vanish cap level in Redon 2. And there is a sign or a toad somewhere in this game that tells you if you played Redon 2, you'll have an easy time to find the secret star here. So that indicates where the warp is.
Here we go!
Yeah, which is why you see so many significance between some versions because they share the same design. No wonder why I like Brodu for remake and all those kind of games. Anyway, Bowser is in Curse Swamp, Course 7. This one is actually good, despite some disorientation with the village section. I had a hard time the first time I played this looking for all the red coins because the huts looks the same. It kind of reminds me of Bubble Group Swamp when I see one of them. Even though I had never played Banjo-Kazooie. I should show F2 someday. Anyway, this level is much more different than the jungle of usefulness or uselessness. I always sometimes call it usefulness because it has some more variety, more or less.
Nah, it's completely useless.
Yeah, definitely. Jungle of uselessness is sometimes the most annoying because when you're looking for 100 coins and red, because they're scattered all over the place, and you're not allowed to make any one mistake whenever you go for every star. And if you die along the way, if you fall down by accident, you have to start all over again, gathering the 100 coins. So let's get done with the race. The Koopa race is kinda hard because without finding the bouncy spring makes it more easy to get rather than doing the normal way. And of course, a reference to Simpliflex once again.
I always thought the race was impossible without the bouncer. I mean, I couldn't win the race without the bouncer in my casual playthrough.
I've undoubtedly missed either the first and the second bounce string. I guess you could never hit the second bounce one once you just bounce from the first string. It doesn't matter if you miss that, you just take your time and take in the second string and just land very, very easily on the mountain. So Bowser is in Ultra Bug Factory. This one is cool, I have to say, because the purple lava is just lava instead of quicksand. You can also use the lava waterfall or the poison lava to boost yourself up to some other places. Even for red, it makes it more easier to find some strats.
Yeah, there are a lot of skips in that level. So for the 80s in Cursed Swamp, I guess I'm using a different route than CB, but I'm not quite sure about it. I kinda came up with it myself. Or I used some ideas from other routes and then made my own one.
We will see how it just turn out. Also, CB is gonna use a skip cannon less for the second boss, Time Rock Factory. It's very precise. You have to pull off a triple jump and some more wall kicks to the lamppost. Hitting the lamppost is kinda tedious. Once you figure that out, because the collision is like thinner just to see to the eye. Really made it. I kind of find that skip, that early skip for the stage one time when I beta tested, but when I report that to Brodude, he decided to update it to prevent more skip, and I still did once again. It's got triggered once again.
Wow, the blue coin fell to the lava.
That's sad. Still breathing through the factory without a sweat.
Luckily there's a Chakya here.
Well, I never seen that strat before. Yeah, that's very fortunate.
What strat?
Oh, he almost got hit by the bomb because he followed him while he missed the last coin. Oh, that's not fair. He bunked off against the ceiling of the pipe because he was ready to jump. Now he has to get the red coins a second time.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Time for me to catch up, I guess.
Yeah, you should.
Wait,
Ooh,
what?
you did it again.
I did it again? What? Oh no! I forgot to collect the 80 coin star. And I just collected the red coin star. Are you serious?
If you actually did.
Yeah, I did that in my last run, I think. And now again.
Unbelievable.
Collecting out 80 coins now is...
I guess that's a rare mistake, but after collecting the 80 coins, you definitely didn't get the 80 coin star.
Okay, there goes my chance of catching up.
Alright, CB got the factory reds. Now he's on his way to fight Time Rock.
That fight is still pretty hard, even though it's easier than in the original Star Revenge 4.
Yeah, I really couldn't stand those fire because they get on the way doing while you're attacking Time Rock at the same time. Alright, ooh! You can only hold, he doesn't get hit. He got hit.
And I died at 60 coins. Ah, why am I having such a bad run?
Yeah, I would have preferred that Stan would do 80 stuff rather than 152 because it's kind of rare. Because he used his 152 Starfire for more practice, and he didn't have the time to do some more of these rather than 80 star.
Yeah, 152 star is not marathon safe at all in my opinion. You could just put it at the end as a bonus run like they did last year. That worked out pretty well.
Yeah, oh, that was cool. That's a cool strat, CV. Get the warehouse done, he had to do some lava bounce, bounce it back again, and gain some more height for the star.
Yeah, the warehouse skip, that's pretty cool. Okay, don't die again. This star can be hard. Okay, so I'll just kill myself here to get to course 6 real quick. And now we're back on track, finally.
Yeah, I guess that was terrible on your hand. So I hope you can keep track to being consistent on this stage while CB is on course 2. And he's almost got done with the reds and the hundreds. What do you mean, crash stop, GY?
I have no idea either.
Lincoln delivering the car truth, brutal. Please. I bet it's bringing down. Maybe I guess when you say such, it might be that story about the juice and cocaine catchphrase I brought it out during Stan's run.
Oh, that was so funny. You have no idea.
No, I have no idea why I brought that up because that was that's on the story about alcohol, and I was asking why do you have to put some all your preference about alcohol? And I say I prefer juice and cocaine, but that cocaine was just my fault because I sometimes refer the name to Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Because in America they also nick the name by Coke, so it makes more sense. It doesn't make most sense for crime and such, so they just refer to something else.
So
Oh hey Stan,
I
how's it going?
I didn't skip the cannon right there because it's too hard in my opinion to do it in 100 star. But luckily CV showed it off. That's normally a strat you do in 50 star, which is the any percent intended star count category. And in that category you don't press the blue switch, so you have no choice. You have to do the cannon skip.
Unless you don't know exactly how to cooperate between the switches, it's best to do the Nintendo way. I'm looking for all the switches. So here, CB is already at Dream Farming, getting a few stars, more earlier and more faster.
Oh yeah, for the third part of this game we're going in reverse level order. I don't know exactly why, because I didn't really help routing this game, but it has to be faster.
I can't really figure how this works when you have to develop different ways. Finding someone with first to get some of the stuff more earlier. But it is hard to keep track where to some of the levels, so it's hard to find out which stars that have been left around. So you have to do the levels in order.
Time Rock is not cooperating. Hello? Well, that took way too long, but at least I survived.
Yeah, I mean, Stan, the one took way too long because of the stupid death I've already seen in course 2 and course 8. So that's why it gets you. That's why it gets you to your motivation so down. it wasn't for that category, maybe 90 star would have been such a good thing just to end not the first day of the marathon. So the estimate would be placed to one way or another.
Oh nice, CB got 80 coins in Dream Found.
But yeah, there's a lot of things to explain what it could have been done just to input that 152 run. I guess all the effort were just shattered because we already established that Night of Doom will still be the hardest game ever in the world of RAM hacks. Much more we will be looking for more hard RAM hacks like KBR or Treasure World. If more runners will be just interested to look at for more runs of it literally. I'm not even sure for Treasure World yet because I would undoubtedly make a run of this. And other people are asking me if I want to speedrun KBR, so on top of that, all those plans will be... I cannot ask for the moment. I'm not entirely sure because they're just hard. But nevertheless then, you made a great effort and this is more than enough. So Volcanic Lagoon, which is course 13, is the polar opposite of the Volcano Mountain in original SO4, or whatever it's called. You know, it's taking place to a daytime lagoon rather than having lava, but it's got lava all over the place as well. But the good thing is that you can go anywhere in this course using the shell. And it's much more linear. It actually is. KBR is much more harder than Night of Doom. It's got peak difficulty. But its difficulty is mildly higher than Night of Doom because some of the stars will last any more longer than most of the stars, just like in Discolor Madness. And Blue Nightmare Sky for that measure.
Okay, so now I'm gonna kill myself here in the overworld, so to say, to spawn outside the castle, and then you can just get MIPS.
So CB is trying to do some kind of Oh, you get it. It was just struggling with a triple jump on a coconut. Now you just made it.
Oh yeah, that's pretty precise. Especially the way he does it.
Here we go! It's me, Mario!
And right there you have to reset because it's faster than just walking back.
Hey, go!
Not apparently Kaze, it's because I have two windows of my browser, one for RSDQ and two within movies and CB stream. So it's not like my commentary is all delayed because I'm just watching at the same time. But I'm much more focused seeing both streams other than the RSDQ. I'm actually watching CB stream.
Hey, go!
So that's thinking the commentary will be more clear as well.
So the 80 coin star here in Dream Fountain can be really punishing because you're collecting the 80 coins while doing the Piranha Plants in Outer Space Star, which is by far the longest star in this level.
So now finishing the first stretch in Volcanic Lagoon, get 61 star. While yours you have 56 stars.
So the Fly Guy just decided.
That's a cool strat. I highly doubt I will see all of these. I guess those spores are much more useful rather than just climbing the whole room. It's amazing to find all those kind of strats just because there's not enough room just to walk it throughout the area. Oh, you missed that. Too bad. Maybe second try?
Oh, the inverted castle, yeah, that's really difficult with speedrun strats. He died! Oh. Dying there is actually a really big time loss because you have to go all the way through the level, but you wanted to get the star from the course 13 entrance. But now he has to do it from the course 11 entrance, which is much slower.
Watch refresh all video. Well, it's by the time that Free Fire gets the world record for both categories, because some of the world shoes are much more useful, but there's some much more slow as of now. They're still more useful, whether it be U-frame or stand. But at least you just contribute to this marathon, and this is no matter that yours was terrible. It's such a shame that last year your own run was also just died because you didn't find it that to finish it with a better time. But you just proved that you can just surpass those limits. You can push forward and open maybe next time for the 3rd edition of RHDQ. It might be better. Whether if it's not one of the 52, but hoping that maybe it will still have a chance to improve that 90 star time. But that's all I can say. It just proves that you have a lot of confidence to making it far enough in this game.
So this right here is a quiz. There are questions written on the signs, and then you have to guess the correct answer and choose the path. But those questions are pretty memey, so it can be really hard to answer those.
Oh, don't you fail me now, you stream. Stop buffering. Yeah, it's true. Having you race with Free Fred was such a good thing. That's kind of like having been a rival within a god in a scrub. And remember, you won't practice that much, but you shown any much that you can get any far enough. Ah, that's a dumb death. But that was entertaining to watch. But Bubba was actually good despite all the death, and was much more patient in most of the hardest stars. And it took some time to figure out what exactly what are the best moves.
Oh, nice invisible wall.
There is no sane human who will run release hill.
I agree.
Yeah. Because having release hill on a marathon like that wouldn't be so mandatory because of all the physics. It will be hard to stay in that exactly just to beat the game, no matter which category you can make of. Is it even possible to speedrun Chaos Edition? Maybe.
Yeah, it has been speedrun. There are runs of it, even though it's really dependent on RNG.
Yeah, it's very dependent because all the cheat codes being generated they randomly, so it's hard to guess which time and in which situation those codes will will change altogether. There's no way you couldn't mess around in Chaos Edition because it's been out there most of the time and all those things will change together, and no matter if you're gonna move to some place else, those codes will take you to. It's hard to decide. The game will always make you give in a lot of stuff, making you collect some of the stars, which it doesn't. Everything is done by pure luck. That's what Chaos Edition is made. But yeah, but I've seen either OK and Simple Fifth do finishing maybe a casual playthrough or even a speedrun of Chaos Edition, and all I've seen is just crazy nightmare.
Yeah. Simple Flips definitely has 120 star. I think he has the world record.
Yeah,
even.
that's kind of like Kaiser Mario 64, but adding in much more challenge with those codes. I wouldn't wish to see Kaiser Mario 64 with those codes. It's more adding more nightmare fuel if you think about it. And honestly, I won't really care any much about those difficulty. They're just pulling a joke.
Here we go! Go!
So Bowser is currently in Great Dry Canyon, and he's pulling a very cool BLJ. I actually found out the first time casually. You can also do that in the original so far. Oh, you want me to commentate your Alpha 0.5 run? Sure, why not? In before I brought out the juice and cocaine jokes, but I wouldn't do that.
Oh, that's gonna be a meme pretty soon, I guess.
I wouldn't like it. No problem. It's because I like also Alpha Open 5. Open 5 is cool. I like juice. Orange juice and grape juice. Those are better. Because you never see me either drink and eat cocaine. How does one would do that?
I think liquid cocaine exists. I'm not quite sure.
I guess you can pour all the cocaine on some drinks and it just happen.
Here we go!
Drugs exist when you use cocaine.
My current pace is 2 hours 10 minutes.
Eating cocaine, yes. Have you ever seen someone eating a chocolate ball full of cocaine? Me neither.
Did anyone explain timer glitch yet?
I don't think so.
So we start the timer on the slide, but don't stop it until... Or no, we don't stop it at all. So when we collect a star, the timer is in a weird state. And after that we can collect the slide star by just crossing the finish line, and the game will think we won the race with 0 seconds on the timer.
Yeah, apparently you can glitch the timer. You trigger the slide time, then you just commit suicide, and then you re-trigger the slide timer, and you just hit the finish line. You don't have to do the wall slide. You just hit the finish line and you get the stuff for free. But the slide time in this course is very, very tight, so there's barely enough time to make it fast, but you have to make it fast no matter what. I don't think Super Luigi 64 is that even the marathon this time. It's been run last year. It's 6 seconds.
So yeah, as you can see right there, you just have to cross the finish line and the star will spawn immediately.
Here we are back to course 2 with CB. Finishing the course with the remaining stars.
No, you actually have to take another trip to that course later.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I actually go back to this course just 2 times. But this course is fun. But it sometimes lags somehow. I had a hard time to run through this course because there's so much lag. It's depending on the design. It's much more dependent because there's a lot of stuff that can be long at the same time. But which is more fun about this course is that you have some bouncy sprint that takes you to one building to the next, especially the one with the White House, just as it's colored right now. If this ends being a sub 2, everyone has to donate. Sure, right now. I already done a during stance run. It's more than enough. I'm actually give you 33 pennies if you want. I don't want to be short on pennies.
if my run ends up being sub 2. That's never gonna happen at this point.
Yeah, despite all the mistakes he's got all year during course 7 and in course 3, chances are we might not meet that goal.
But I won't go overestimate yet. There has to be a lot more to happen.
In order to Super Nintendo, you need at least $1 trillion. Please don't do that. KBR 168,000 is to be an incentive. Well, duh. Even though I try my best to get the horrible stuff like impossible res in course 14, I don't think this would be legitimate. I'd rather stick to 120 sub because it seems to be a cool category for this game. Yeah, Treasure 150 sub is much an advantage because you can rely upon some of the linear stars and leaving the hardest stars ever. Except that in the version you're running for Treasure Wars is that it's really hard to cooperate for the latest stage. Yeah, because you have to climb the last main course. But at least you have a Wonder Mush soon to refill your life counter. But it's incredibly unfair that Bowser 3 has not enough space just to survive. If you can combine all the perseverance and all the moves. $168 race with AP. No, it's not gonna happen. I wish I would race with AP, winning the games we've already finished, but not KBR. Not even once in a lifetime. I highly doubt how long the estimate will really take for KBR if I were to run this. Not 168, but 120. Maybe 10 hours. I'm not sure. So we are the Cooper race with all the references to all the other streamers. This one is much better than the original. And also the previous level is just the Brew Realm, but way more better and less contaminated with all the obstacles and enemies.
Here comes the statue in course 2. With a bunch of lag probably. Let's see. Yep. And I missed the chain long jump, but I got the backup strat. Nice.
I think Pyre might actually release Shining Stars 3 at the same time there will be the blind race. But I think anyone will be focused to watch the blind race before anyone could actually stream the game and doing its own blind playthrough. At least probably all I found the time to finish it right off the bat this game and just placed it on its own without having so much more errors on the game. Lol Mario Craft. That's just gonna be some kind of premiere show off to the game because it's actually brand new. It's too bad we can't have more than 4 people to do a blind race because we cannot fit in more screen on for the marathon. So 4 people is actually 4 people is much something that we have to show off. I know that Space already has pie just for showing off the game, and I can count on it from doing so. I've played the demo as well. I just played 2 demos, and some of the levels will be totally different in the final version. So I guess this won't count. What are you doing, laptop? Why are you showing me a black screen? Hello? What was that? Why are you showing me a black screen?
We can still hear you at least.
No, I don't know. I'm on my laptop and you're showing me a black screen. Don't know what happened. And when I press my Windows button, I can see anything, but if I click it again, they show me a black screen. What's happening?
Maybe you have to reboot your laptop, I don't know.
That is weird. That's the first thing that's ever happened in my life.
That's why I don't like the jump right there. Really unfortunate death. And it's so late in the level too.
This black screen is bothering me. Well, I guess I'm gonna stick with it up until to the end of this run and try to figure out how to fix that weird black screen popping up for no good reason.
Oh, I don't have to open the cannon again.
Here we go!
Oh, CB is in the last course already. Damn. I still have to take the entire trip to the levels again. Okay, so here is the pink switch or purple switch, which gives you access to course 15, but we're not going there yet, but CB is already in there. By the way, what happened to the chat?
Here we go! 해고.
I don't think Stan had to go, but he was kind of forced because he was so much overestimate already.
Here we go! 해고. Here we go!
Shoutouts to CB for finding a skip for this star. Because normally you're supposed to hit some diamonds to make the water rise to the highest point. But you can also just wall kick up here.
Here we go! 해고. Here we go! 해고.
Yeah, here's also a nice wall kick skip. Normally you're supposed to climb the ruins, but you can easily skip that.
해고. Here we go!
Okay, and finally the last trip to course 1, which is only the 5th trip.
해고 Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. And now we're up to the final course. Course 15, Mustache Moon Galaxy. And that's why we had to press the purple switch to make this box appear.
해고
This also has the best music in my opinion. Not the normal music, but there's one side level in this which has Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door music. The music from the X-Naut Fortress. And that's definitely my favorite from the game.
Here we go. 해고
TTYD is a good video game, yes. Definitely my favorite Paper Mario. But I haven't played Color Splash yet. Oh boy, the fish came kinda close. I'm still waiting for the first time he's eating me.
Here we go. 해고
Oh yeah, those shrinking platforms just don't have a ceiling hitbox, that's why you can clip through them. Of course I had to die when I was catching up a bit. I guess no. LCB is already done with Mustache Moon. It's going to the final secret level. I think it's called Brodude's Sky Fortress. A nice little 2D level with fun movement. Wow, the spider fell down. That's really bad. I need some coins from somewhere now. Because this route... with this route you can only spare one coin. I guess I'll just collect some reds with the shell. And that will do.
Here we go! Here we go!
You were scared about the star being stuck in the ceiling. It can't get stuck there, because there's no ceiling. So, one thing about the panels here in this sub-area. If you die after activating all the panels, you can't get the star anymore without exiting the level entirely. And that's because you will spawn outside of the moon I just entered, if you die here. And that doesn't fully reactivate the panels. So you have to exit the whole level and come here again. But if you die after any other amount of panels being pressed, it doesn't matter, you can still get the star normally. Wait. Aquana is chibi? Good to know.
Here we go. 해고.
I can't catch up anymore, Katze. That's not gonna happen. Also, I might die here. Okay, made it. Kinda close. The rainbows here are quicksand. Just so you know. Oh yeah, that's a nice little skip you can do here. Unfortunately, you still have to collect the other reds, but it's faster to fall down instead of climbing the rest of the level. OCB is done. GG. I'm coming. Coming closer to the fight. The best fight of the whole game. But yeah, I guess you're not really happy with your time. It looks like a 2:07. Wow, the combo. Okay, here comes the best boss in the whole game, in my opinion. I love it, even though it's quite hard to do fast. And he already killed me. You can get a quick grab here. I have no idea if CB got that, but I got it there. That's pretty cool to get because it's hard to grab the guy when he's running in circles. Yeah, that's why. You can just press B a little too early and he'll just grab you. It's not really that consistent, for me at least. There we go. Luckily you only have to damage him twice, unlike in the original. And now we just have the final fight left. But there's still a nice little BLJ to skip the cannon shot and pressing a blue switch. Oh, my bad, it's a red switch to get rid of that blue box above the cannon. And now we have to rely on good RNG. Yes, this is Banjo-Kazooie music. I think it's the final fight. I haven't played Kazooie myself. Alright, finally done with this mess. Only 9.5 minutes behind my PB. But yeah, thanks for sticking around through this. It was really hard at some parts. I had some issues. So what's next? 0.5